Hi, my name is Tim Cunningham. I am with Forest River, Berkshire, Charleston Diesel Motorhome Division. Here today to show you the brand new 2023 Berkshire 40F. The Berkshire 40F is going to have a 360 horsepower Cummins engine. It's going to have a 3000 Allison transmission built on the Freightliner chassis. It's going to be a nice 41-foot, 2 full bath bunkhouse unit. Awesome floor plan. I always kind of like to start in the front because, again, you have your nice big slide-out generator tray. And so I want to show you the access point to that. It's going to be here on your driver's side front compartment. There's going to be a little black lever. You pull it. You're going to have a nice 110 psi air chuck valve there as well. As you pull it out, you're going to have a nice 10K owned generator on the Berkshire 40F because it's going to have 3 roof ACs, 15,000 BTU for it. I always like to point out how we kind of do our wiring. We do all of our own wiring harnesses in-house at Berkshire Charleston, but we do a pretty good job of keeping everything well bundled, again protected from the elements. It's just very clean and organized. You're going to have a nice 2-inch steel firewall here on the front of it as well. As you start to transition around here onto the campsite passenger side, you're going to see our standard typical drop-down mirrors of Berkshire. Again, your cameras are going to be in those mirrors. It gives you really good blind spot awareness, good visibility. The cameras will pop up on your center screen as you turn on the turn signal. Here on the front too, you got to protect your nice exterior paint. We have a diamond shield front protective mask on it again, so that's going to really help with any of the rock chips and things like that on the front. So as you transition over here too, you're going to see your nice big 30-inch entryway. Again, a good access point for you, obviously. One of the things I always like to point out is just the sturdiness and the solidness of your entry door. What that's really going to do is really help dampen that air noise for you. So it really helps tie into why Berkshire is one of the quieter driving motorhomes in the industry. Here you're going to have your standard keyless entry. Again, with the Berkshire, you have a 100-gallon fuel tank. It's going to be locking on both sides for you, dual fill either way. As you transition under here, under the nice big awning, again, you're going to have this big full wall slide. So it really helps with the livability on the inside, but again, it gives you pretty good coverage on your campsite. Especially with that dual pitch, it does have a motion sensor on it for wind and things like that. As you come over here, your first compartment bay, again, a good amount of storage for you. Moving back, even more storage. Again, this is all nice pass-through storage, but that raised rail chassis. Here you're going to have your nice oversized slide tray. Again, this is going to be able to come out on both sides for you, driver and passenger. As you move further back, again, more storage. And then in this compartment, you're going to have access to your holding tanks, your black, your gray, and your freshwater tanks, with some low point drains over there as well. Moving further back, you're going to have your 2 12-volt chassis batteries. There is a disconnect switch in there, so that allows you to cut off all power to your batteries if you put it into storage. Here, a little bit more storage, and then even more storage. I always say you can put some liquids and things like that here in the steel compartment bay. With the Berkshire, you are going to have the Truma on-demand hot water heater system. This is going to be running off your 24.5-gallon propane tank. I always say 1 gallon of propane gets you about 3.5 hours of continuous hot water. So again, very, very efficient, very residential at that point. Moving in the rear, you're going to have your standard rear mount radiator. With the Berkshire, again, you're going to have that 10,000 pounds of towing with that 3000 Allison transmission. You're going to have your nice backup camera here as well too. So again, helps with the visibility as you're backing up, popping up on your center radio screen. Moving on to the driver's side, this first compartment back here is going to be where you have your 2000 watt pure sine Magnum inverter. You're going to have your hydraulic controls here. So this is going to be with the equalizer for your hydraulic leveling jacks, and then that big full wall hydraulic slide on the passenger side. What's new for 2023 too is we do now have a power cord reel option here in the Berkshire. So that's a good added benefit for you. Also new for 2023, it's kind of hard to show you, but as I'm opening up the doors, is we have a nice new molded fiberglass roof on the Berkshire. In this compartment, you're going to have your six 6-volt house batteries. Again, there is a disconnect switch in there. It is new for 23 to have 6 batteries versus 4. Here on the driver's side aspect then too, you have your DEF tank, your diesel exhaust fluid. It's a 13-gallon tank. You also have a nice storage area there for your sewer hose. Moving further back here, I always say this is kind of the bread and butter piece of Berkshire. Our individual water manifold system, very residential in its own applications. So what that means is you have a point-to-point connection for plumbing purposes of hot and cold. You don't have one hot and one cold going in and teeing. So in particularly for a 2 full bath bunkhouse unit like this one, what you're able to do then is you have a direct line going to each shower, and we have a large enough water pump. Really, you can actually now take 2 showers at once. Worst case scenario is if you had a leak in something of a shower or whatnot, you're able to go and isolate it, so it's not really ruining, you know, I always say, your vacation. You have your full house water filtration system here. This is going to be for your black tank flush. It is on a rotator there. Exterior shower. Then you have a nice nozzle down here, or input, so you can you know, go from city water to tank flush and things like that. But for 23, we kind of reorganized this and just added a little bit more cosmetic flow to it. Now you're going to be getting into your driver's side storage. Here you're going to also have your Dirt Devil system. So you have the central vac. For 23, we added a tow kick to it as well. More storage. And then here's going to be that 24.5-gallon LP tank. And I started off with where you have access to your generator release on the front, but here in that same compartment, you're going to see some extra room for storage, but this is where you're going to have more your Freightliner fuse control system. As you come into the cockpit here of the Berkshire 40F, you're really going to have a nice big open area, but really I would say the emphasis is that we wanted to create more of a ergonomic automotive style of a cockpit dash and whatnot. So for the driver aspect over here, you're going to have a lot of hands-free controls here that ties into the OptiView digital screen from Freightliner. Again, good visibility, seeing your 10-inch radio here. Again, where your camera systems and navigation, co-pilot, which is actually more of a RV-specific style of navigation system. And then you have good access over here and reach, you know, to your controls between your map lights, your horn, putting out the power step well that's going to come out for the passenger over here. But you're really going to feel very comfortable and a good visibility, you know, for everything as you're driving down the road. Over here on the left of the driver's seat, you're going to have your equalizer control system. That's going to be for your hydraulic jacks. You do have a wireless cell phone charger over here, and then your engine brake release. And then on the passenger side over here, you're going to have a nice work tray. You can remove it completely, or again, obviously you're going to have some good sturdiness to it for, you know, the passenger going down the road. As you come back to, one of the key standard features is going to be this nice drop-down bed. Again, it's being 6 feet tall. You know, you have good clearance, so it's kind of stored away. You don't even really realize it's there. But it's very quiet, very functionally practical in terms of adding extra sleeping, and some people even use it for storage. You're going to have a nice ladder here for it as well. Getting back into the living area of the 40F, it's going to be, again, very spacious because of that big full wall slide. You're going to have a good kitchen counter space over here. Again, your double top freezer, bottom refrigerator, residential refrigerator. You're going to have your nice convection microwave. You are going to have your induction cooktop. So a lot of electrical aspects, but again, still using the propane for the furnace and on-demand hot water heater. This is going to be featuring our executive dark cherry cabinetry as well. You're going to have a nice big kitchen sink, farmhouse style. You're going to have a nice release here with that good visible TV, so there's going to be some good storage back there for you. But as you can see, good countertop space, good clearances. You do have a pop-up receptacle over here, so you can't have enough of those. A lot of good storage down below. As you're moving, you can see you still have your fireplace. You know, really does do a good amount of heat for you. And then sitting over here, again, you're going to have good visibility to the TV. It flows well. You're going to have your nice drop-down booth here that does turn into a bed, obviously. And then you also have some good storage on both sides. So just really trying to maximize and give you enough room for all your things. And a good depth of cabinetry up here above as well. And you do have these nice soft close drawer or door hinges on it. This bed also will lay out into a nice kind of a jackknife style of a bed. We put these removable arms in so you are able to really maximize you know, the length of that sofa. So being about 6 feet tall, again, I can actually lay on it horizontally. You're going to have your nice control system here for your precision circuits multiplex system. This is where you're going to be able to put your slide outs in and out, your lights, check your battery levels, adjust your thermostat, all that good stuff. And you can also do all this from your phone with the Precision Circuits app. So it's pretty cool in that aspect. Moving back into the center galley area, good storage here for you as well, top and bottom. And then getting into here, this is where you're going to get into your first full bathroom. The nice thing is that you do get a pretty large central shower. So you're not really compromising it because we're adding it. So again, pretty spacious. Again, like I talked about with the water manifold system, we also have the shower miser system. So again, having 2 showers, you're able to adjust, turn on a knob, it starts to circulate the water, gets up to temperature. At that point, you can turn on your faucet and you haven't really wasted any water. But again, nice large, you know, central style bathroom. I always like to say the 40F in some rights, like all of our bunkhouses, is a 2 full bath with an oversized wardrobe. This is with the bunk position down. You do have these nice trifold doors, but then you're able to really flip up the bunk. You have a wardrobe rack in there. We've had customers that, you know, just use it for dog kennels. You know, they use it for bikes and things of that nature. But then again, if you extra need sleeping, you know, you don't have to break everything down. We've even had people build desks in it because they like the aspect of 2 full bathrooms and whatnot. Because again, that full wall slide, you're going to have plenty of living space here in the bedroom. Again, new for 2023, you're going to have the nice tilted view bed. Obviously, that really helps with the spaces here. Again, they can lay it flat then again when you're going to bed. You got good storage here behind the TV. Again, trying to make it as a user family friendly style of a motorhome as possible, and storage is obviously very key into that. So good wardrobe space here. And then you're also going to have, you know, enough drawers down here below for any of that. As you walk into the nice large rear full bathroom again, you're going to have your macerator toilet. You're going to have your standard now washer and dryer. Again, good vanity. One of the nice new features for 2023 is the size of the shower. I don't think you're going to find a bigger one. So we gave you a little bit of a seat over here, but you're not going to feel claustrophobic. Again, you got good height, but very spacious and open. So now you're able to really, you know, sit down if you so chose to. But again, you know, shower sizes are valuable. You know, when you're trying to put a house on wheels, I don't think that you could ever compromise something like that. So I really would say, you know, with the Berkshire 40F being a 2 full bathroom, oversized wardrobe, obviously we have some new goodies for 2023, but it is a very good family-oriented style of a unit. You know, maximizing space, giving you that livability, but then, you know, kind of the Forest River Berkshire Charleston way of just saying, giving you everything that you want and need and then some. You know, for a unit that has the 360 horsepower, 10,000 pounds of towing, you know, again, trying to make you feel comfortable as you travel down the road, you know, with the aesthetics and things like that. But really sitting, you know, with our overall values of Forest River Berkshire Charleston. So hopefully you learned a lot today on the Berkshire 40F. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call Forest River Berkshire Charleston or get a hold of your local dealer, and we'll certainly be able to help you, you know, find the Berkshire that fits your needs. Thank you.